Hey everyone, my name is Amrock and welcome back to my guides. Today we're going to be covering how to make proper callouts when playing World vs. World, as well as understanding the acronyms used when seeing or making these callouts. If you have any more tips for players on what to do when they spot an enemy trying to take an objective, please put them in the comments below so we can continue to learn together. You can find me streaming on Twitch Monday through Friday, 11 AM to 3 PM Eastern Standard Time, and Saturdays from 11 AM to 2 PM Eastern Standard Time. You can also follow me on other social medias with links in the description below. Enjoy. To begin, let's start with something simple: how to tell where a message is coming from. In World vs. World, you have this really cool feature. If you click on chat options and select channel tag, you can now see where the player sending a team message is on. This will show GBL, BBL, RBL, or EBG, and we'll cover what these mean in a second. In World vs. World, we have 4 maps. You have 3 Borderlands and 1 Battlegrounds. RBL is Red Borderlands, GBL is Green Borderlands, BBL is Blue Borderlands, and EBG is Eternal Battlegrounds. Both Green Borderlands and Blue Borderlands share the same layout. Red Borderlands, however, is slightly different terrain and is all desert themed with hints of Heart of Thorns. The server that moved up a tier the previous week is designated the red team. The server that stayed in their tier becomes a blue team, and the team that went down a tier becomes a green team. All the Borderlands share the same names for calling out a camp or tower. However, keeps have a different name depending if it's on the red Borderland or the green and blue Borderland. You will call out objectives by using cardinal directions such as north, west, south, and east, followed by a T for towers or C for camps. If you're using team chat, make sure to include the map color in case someone doesn't have channel tags on. If you're on your team's color map, you can also refer to it as home and others will understand. Let's take a quick look at how to call things out. Here is a most northern camp, so this is known as NC. Now, if we look at the east side of the map, we notice there's 2 towers, right? So how can I tell my team exactly which location the enemy is at? You will use NET for the northeast tower and SET for the southeast tower. If you're on the blue or green Borderlands, you can call the west keep as the team color and then bay. The east keep is known as the team color and then hills. So this will be green hills. The middle keep is known as garrison or Garri. So if your own Garri is being attacked, you will call it out as home Garri. But if you're calling out the enemy's Garri, you can say what team color and Garri and others will understand. Let's peek into the red Borderlands. Here, you still have the same as any other Borderland, just slightly different placement. You still have a northwest tower, northeast tower, north camp, and everything else. The west keep is known as fire keep, and the east keep is known as the air keep. Their garrison is known as either the red Garri or earth keep, and these keeps have their names due to their appearances when you're in them. In EBG, the easiest way to call things out is by saying the location. This is because the way the maps are made. Everyone has their own corner of the map. And to avoid confusion, you can hold your keyboard shift key and then click on the objective and your game will link the location. This is something you should try to do as well whenever possible in callouts, as this will let others click on the link and the map will automatically open and move your screen to that location. Then you have the center castle in the map, which is known as SMC or Stone Mist Castle. Okay. Now that we know how to make a proper callout, now let's take a look at why scout callouts in time are crucial. How many times has this happened to your group? I'm gonna change the song because this is not censored. Ascalonian. Wait, hold on. What is going on?
Hill's outer wall down 10 to 15.
He's pulling you to a P. Get out of combat, get out of combat, get out of combat, get out of combat. Get rid of, take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. And then we'll come back for this. I don't care about this.
Oh, Inner's down too.
Inner's down? Okay.
They're on Lord.
How? The dude just said they're on outer, and now they're on Lord?
They were probably catting both walls at the same time.
Okay. Alright. It flipped.
Rings up. It flipped.
Hey, guess what's going on with this video? Guess where this video is going? On YouTube.
Call out.
There could be many reasons for this call out, so let's give the benefit of the doubt to the person calling it and assume they were roaming, and by the time they got there, the enemy was already breaching both inner and outer walls of the keep. The time it takes to pass all information on an enemy to a commander is time sensitive. You don't want a commander asking questions one by one, such as who's there, how many, any sieges. Whenever making a call out, you want to provide enough information all at once, and to do this, you will need to say how many enemies are there, what team color, and if it's an organized guild or they're simply a pug group, their location, if sieges have been dropped and what sieges are being used, and lastly, the percentage of the wall or gate being attacked. This will give everything a commander needs to know on how they should react to a situation. There are two different times to make a call out. If a group is moving through an area and they're going for some of your objectives, or if the enemy is already at an objective. In this situation, we notice a big group of red. If you notice a lot are from the same guild, mention this in your call out. If you look down below, you can see that they don't have any sieges dropped. Now, let's make this a solid call out. We would say about 30 reds from VIP guild at Alden's, no sieges dropped, and one wall is at 60%. This is a great call out, as now the commander knows everything they need to react properly. Thankfully, there's a commander already here with a group to defend. If you are near the camp and not sure where the enemy is going, you can say there's a Zerg of red from VIP passing by Rogue's Quarry, and this will give an alert to commander that they are in that area, and potentially go on a resupply and attack a tower. To go over the situation from earlier with the emergency waypoint, assuming there's time to react, you want to message map chat first for help. If there's no response, message team chat and make your call out, and then ask if a tag is online so you can pull the EWP. The reason you want to go through those steps is because this tactic has a cooldown of 20 minutes, and there are times that a group can get to your objective in time to defend without wasting it. The other reason you want to give a heads up is so people can make sure that they get out of combat and become able to take the waypoint. When you pull the EWP, make sure to use your shift and click on the waypoint a few times in the same message on team chat. This way, everyone can see it and easily click on it and teleport. If it's a late pull and the enemy is already breaching the inner wall, make sure to let everyone know it's a hot entry so they can prepare. If you die when loading, you might still have enough time to use the same waypoint again and respawn. Typically, you should use your judgment on when to pull the EWP. If it is a small group without much sieges, you can make your call out like normal and wait off a bit longer to pull it, such as around 30 to 40% of the wall or gate. If it's a big group and they have a good amount of sieges, you can pull us around 60 to 80% of the wall or gate so everyone has time to defend. An EWP is usually slotted in a keep on the Borderlands. Typically, a tower will have Invulnerable Fortifications slotted, and this is also known as SI since it grants structural integrity for 1 minute. This is pulled when the wall or gate is low in health, as the enemy cannot damage it further, and you can use supplies to repair it, granting your team extra time to respond to the threat. That about wraps up this guide on scout callouts and understanding the maps of World vs. World. I hope this guide helped you better understand the importance of callouts and how to properly make them. I also hope this allowed you to better understand what certain abbreviations mean when they are being used on the map. If you have a friend or guildie that could benefit from this, please share this with them so they can improve their gameplay. Bad callouts equals sad music. Thanks so much for being here. Have a great day, see you on the Borderlands, and until next time.